Hey guys, so I did want to talk about this. A bit of a serious video today, so I figured I'll skip the intro music. I must admit, I missed this whole Enzo Fernandez situation on the bus with the racist chant and song. And I want to speak about it and react to it. Obviously, I'm a positive guy and I want to speak about the interesting news around Chelsea, the daily content, transfers, tactical players, managerial stuff. The good stories, but I did want to speak about this. And obviously, I recognise I'm speaking from a position of white privilege whenever I speak about racism. It's, I've got to be lucid to it. And, it's a serious, huge problem in football and should be addressed. So, I'm going to speak about it today. I'm going to cite an article from The Telegraph. We'll talk about Enzo Fernandez, maybe a little bit about South American sort of culture, how it differs from a lot of the world in terms of sort of culturally institutionalized casual racism, in the sense of like slurs without necessarily malcontent. There's been a lot of that with different South American countries, of players that have come to the Premier League that have said certain things that they feel like is playful and affectionate, but actually it's a racist term. Certainly, and then more offence is taken by people from other regions of the world. So it's important to talk about, right? Yeah, man. So Ben Rumsby writes this: Chelsea's Enzo Fernandez is at the centre of a racism and homophobia storm after live streaming Argentina's players as they appeared to begin singing a vile chant about the France team. Of course, I'm half French as well, so I don't want to hear that, really. The French Football Federation was planning to complain to FIFA about a video subsequently posted to social media showing Fernandez and his teammates celebrating winning the Copa America on the team bus. And by all accounts, guys, this is Enzo Fernandez's live stream. He isn't like sitting in the background sort of half singing along. It's his live stream. The video features members of the team appearing to begin singing a chant that includes racist and homophobic slurs, including against France captain Kylian Mbappe. The chant dates back at least to the World Cup final, of course, which Argentina beat Mbappe's country on penalties. The words falsely stereotype France squad members as being, quote, all from Angola, or having, quote, Nigerian mother and a Cameroonian father, as well as making crude insults and wild accusations about Mbappe's sexuality. Football, I mean, I'm going to read on. Football is intolerant, right? I hope in my lifetime we see just footballers come out as gay and like and there'll be like some trailblazers, I've got friends who are gay, right? And to feel like if they were footballers and not, they couldn't be out, I imagine it must be horrible. I'm sort of looking forward to, hopefully in my lifetime, seeing like a much more tolerant game, where people are just more empathetic, people can be themselves. I pray for that day. Let's read on then. Clips posted of Chelsea midfielder Enzo Fernandez's video shows the team seemingly at least singing the Angola part of the song before the recording cuts off. Well, it's a live stream, so I think it was anyway, in Instagram Live. Alright, let's talk about this then. Okay, first of all, this is clearly not okay. It is important to note, purely from like a conditioning standpoint and perspective, that many of us watching this coming from different countries, there'll be more shock factor because we've been culturally conditioned correctly that this is not okay. You can't sing stuff like that about people's appearances. And similarly, like Tottenham fans call themselves the Y word, which is a derogatory term for a Jew, and they probably are singing it in the same way that Mbappe and Mbappe, excuse me, Enzo Fernandez and the Argentina players are singing, you know, that kind of like silly banter. But I know I've heard loads of you know, people like journalists and stuff, Jews that go to Tottenham, that support Tottenham, hearing the fellow fans sing that and feel really, really offended, you know. And it's not about excuse my language, it's just not about making people feel shit. Do you know what I mean? Football is an aggressive arena. It's like, you know, it's a theatre, and yes, be aggressive towards each other, but, you know, call them bad, or, and, you know, swear all you want, call them bad, and, you know, if you want, even say he's a fat so and so, you know. But that's kind of like it. Do you know what I mean? You can't you can do that in parameters where people can control things, but as soon as you are, you know, slurring someone for something they can't control, for who they are or who they've born and who they've become, you know, who they the body, the you know, the color of their skin, or the religion they've been born into, you know, the race they've been born into, that is just not okay. It's just not. It's never been okay, and now more than ever. And it's not like snowflake, you know, culture. It's just, don't be a see you next Tuesday culture. You know, you can take the mick out of someone. If I go down the pub with my mates, I'll say all kinds of, you know, rude things to them, creatively rude. Or if I get angry with someone, Anthony Taylor, a referee, I'd say some terrible things about him. But there's just clear lines to cross. Now, like I said, culturally it's different in South America. That's in no way like giving him a pass, because it's wrong, and you should know he still lives on planet Earth now in the world of internet. You need to learn what's right, what's wrong. And by the way, Chelsea will be on to Enzo Fernandez. Rightly so. They will be on him like, absolutely not. You can't do this. Like, his representatives, his agents, Chelsea as a club, as an institution, will be on Fernandez. Chelsea have done so much good work, you know, for tolerance and inclusion as a club that they're very proud of. That, by the way, Roman Abramovich started, and he was very, very proud of. You know, so for this to happen with their star World Cup winner and now Copa America winner, they'll be like, no. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out with an apology. He should do. Even and look, we need to say, is Enzo Fernandez racist? Probably not. In fact, almost certainly not. You know, he's always had. I know. It's like, oh, I've got loads of black mates. I'm friends with, you know, black guys. I know that sounds like that, but he's obviously always played with people of loads of different races. He's friends and close to them. You know, I saw that clip circulating on social media of him playing with that like 2-year-old black toddler, doing peekaboo, trying to give him a cuddle. You know, looking like elated to be playing with him. Like, you know, in the same way, I can't believe I'm bringing this up, but the John Terry incident. I know John Terry was acquitted and cleared. We don't know if he said the N-word. But obviously throughout John Terry's entire career, a stick to beat him was, oh, John Terry's a racist. Oh, he's a racist. I know people that know John Terry personally and closely, and he couldn't be further from the truth. He's a you know, and of course he's really close to like Drogba and all these teammates, and do you know what I mean? So it's not a case, and like, I can't say definitively Enzo Fernandez isn't a racist. I don't know inside his head, but from what I see and hear about John Terry and what I can see about Enzo Fernandez, I don't think these people are actively hating members of different races. But what I do see is a real demonstration of ignorance, naivety, lack of self-awareness being demonstrated. And look, I'm 35 years old. How was Enzo? 22? When I was 22, I was a knobhead. Simple as, do you know what I mean? I probably sang some stuff without hating people. I'm not saying I sang something like that, because I don't think I did. But I definitely would have said stuff that I shouldn't have done, just from being young and stupid. And you know, we'd like to think, again, we can't say definitively one way or another, but we'd like to think Fernandez will get a serious talking to, someone get into him and say, look, this is why you can't say this, and, you know, might see it from this way, and hopefully educate him, and go from there. Yeah. So a bit of a serious video today, guys, but I do want to talk about it. This is maybe something I wouldn't have spoken about how long have I been doing this for? I'd say 5 years ago, 6 years ago. How long ago? 2018? A long time. I wouldn't have necessarily done it. I would have been like, well, it's not stats, it's not tactics or whatever. It's not whatever player analysis. That's what I used to. I still do like that a little bit. But I feel like it's important, man. Look, don't be racist. Don't be homophobic. People are people. It doesn't matter what they look like. It doesn't matter what they're into. The fact how people still have to say that is absolutely crazy. Again, to reiterate, I'm not saying Fernandez is racist, but what we all need to do is be a little bit more mindful of how we behave and what we say. And this isn't cancel culture. This isn't like woke nation or snowflake stuff. This is just being an intelligent, empathetic human being, which all of us are capable of. All of us. You watching, you are capable of being a great and accepting person. You are. Anyway, sorry for it being so serious today, but I wanted to talk about it. Yeah. Anyway, so no calls for subscribes, no intro music, just me talking. And yeah, take care, peace.